welcome to Quick Shot Reviews. You are the Cheap Shot Nation, and as ever, I am your host, Luke, for Quick Shot Reviews. Today, we're going to look at the 2009 teen horror movie, The Wretched. I really enjoyed this film. I'm going to say that right off the bat. It's split opinion, definitely split opinion, but the way it's shot, the use of the score, the physical horror that's in the film as well is absolutely fantastic. Lots of gore, and it's horror. It's like teen horror. It's like Goosebumps made for adults, and this is where we're at. But it's done so well. It's really done so well, and it's such a good film. Like I say, it's split opinion completely. So The Wretched, 2019, written and directed by Brett and Drew T. Pierce. It got 75% on Rotten Tomatoes in the critics score. IMDb gave this a 5.8 out of 10, which I feel is quite harsh, and Metacritic is 61. And that is all based on people's reviews, proper reviewers, so audience goers, cinema goers. Yeah, I missed this one, so I was really looking forward to seeing it. In fact, I watched it this very morning because, you know, why not get up and watch a horror movie on your day off? So, the storyline: a defiant teenage boy struggling with his parents' imminent divorce faces off with a 1,000-year-old witch. Now, this witch is based around the soil, the earth, the wood, and the rock, and yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's proper. It's got elements of The Ring. It's got elements of The Grudge, good elements of The Grudge, the old Grudge, not the new Grudge. The new Grudge is crap. And it's got a little bit of Fright Night, I thought, in there as well. You know, spying on the neighbours and things like that. But it's all done in fun ways. But it's still it's a very serious thing. You know, it's got this witch kidnapping kids, and you know, we don't actually see what's happened to those kids. There's no remnants of them, so they're obviously being killed, and that includes a baby as well. So it really explores those kind of elements, and she's making the living people forget those kids, and she's living beneath the skin of and poisoning the woman next door to this teen. So what the witch does, don't want to spoil it too much, it's sort of like an invasion of the body snatchers thing, but it's done in a certain way that I found really, really cool. Now, the opening scene sets the tone. A lot of people wouldn't like that. I do. I like that to catch my imagination within the first 10 minutes. And now I was hooked from there. I was watching it. It's like the Exorcist series, which I'll try and do a video on as well. You watch the first episode, the first 10 minutes of the Exorcist series, get straight into it. There's no finding out later. It's straight in there, and it's there, and you want to watch more of it. And the second series is exactly the same, much like the Wretched. Very, very small budget horror movie. I like that. It shows that the directors and the writers have a love of horror, because there's lots of physical, lots of practical effects, and lots of physical gore. And it's just really good horror movie. It's all round horror movie. It's not scary, but it's just really enjoyable, and it's refreshing to see something like that these days. So John Paul Howard plays Ben, the troubled teen, looks after number one, but throughout the film he has to change that perspective. And some other reviewers I've read and seen say, he's not likable. Yeah, I think that's the idea. He's a teenager, he looks after number one, but he changes his tone towards the end, and realises the error of his ways, and that's a good thing. Piper Kerder plays Mallory. Jameson Jones plays Liam. Azai Tesfaye plays Sarah, who is the new lady in his dad's life. Liam, I think, is the dad. Blaine Cottrell plays Dylan. And yeah, I mean, it's just a really, really good horror movie. Very atmospheric. The cinematography is brilliant. The score is fantastic. And it's genuinely disturbing right from the word go. And I quite like that in my horror. I like disturbing horror, and the scenes of horror which they get away with are pushing the boundaries of its rating, and I really, really like that. I've seen some modern horrors that pretend to be full on 18 that don't go all the way. The reason they're 18 is probably because they've got swearing in it and excess violence. This is moderated. This is, it's a story built in lore and culture and stories passed down from generation to generation. There is just one thing about this witch. If this witch does what she does, how are these stories passed down? Now, I would imagine, if that's the case, then they'll be writing about it as it happens, which is cool. And it, like I say, it really pushes those boundaries. So if you've not seen The Wretched, please do go and watch it. Let us know on Quick Shot Reviews what you thought of it. Some people are not going to like it, others will, and I feel like the horror community will like this one. I'm going to say something very controversial here. I think this one, The Wretched, is better than The Witch, or The Vivitch, as it's, I watched The Vivitch, enjoyed it, it was okay, wasn't fully enamoured with it. This one, I really enjoyed it. I guess it's down to taste, but I would say The Wretched is actually better than The Witch. Now, let me know if you disagree with me. I'm sure you will. You are the internet community. You are the Cheap Shot Nation, and that is what I live for. Now, I really, really did like this one. I'm going to give it a troubled teen out of Hot Witch, and that is my score because I can, and this is my channel. Once again, you are the Cheap Shot Nation. This has been The Wretched review of The Wretched, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hiya.